So I've been thinking about something. If so many women have experienced some form of assault, abuse, coercion, harassment, or violence, then why are men not speaking up with more real urgency? And I want you to sit with that question. Because almost every man has a woman in his life that he loves: his mother, his sister, his daughter, his wife, an aunt, or a close friend. So if harm against women is this common, then a lot of men are either close to someone who's experienced it, or at the very least, they know it's far more common than we like to admit. So then why is the silence still so loud? And I don't think it's just one reason. I think that some men are uncomfortable with women's pain unless it becomes something that's nearly impossible to ignore. I think that some men don't want to confront what other men are doing, especially if it means confronting family or friends or part of our male culture that's been normalized for too long. I think that some men are quicker to defend themselves and say not all men than to examine the bigger problem. I also think that women might not tell the men in their lives what really happened because they don't trust that they'll be believed or protected or understood. And that says something too. But either way, that silence has consequences, right? Because violence against women, as we always talk about, is not just this private individual issue. It's a public health issue. It affects safety. It affects trauma. It affects mental health. It affects the children, and it shapes families and communities for years. So men can't only speak up at the end when a woman is killed. They have to speak up earlier. We have to speak up when there's coercion, when you see the control, the intimidation, the harassment, when all the warning signs you see that everybody sees it, but nobody wants to put a name to it. Because silence does not just avoid the conflict. Sometimes silence protects the culture that allows that harm to keep happening. And if men really care about women, then concern cannot only show up after the tragedy happens. It has to show up in all the things that men challenge, what we refuse to laugh at, what we stop excusing, and what men are willing to confront in other men. Because that's part of the work too. Hope this helps somebody. Have a good day. Peace.